more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are...
Hello, console. You and I are going to be very good friends. We'll get you all fixed up and ready
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
This is wrong. Just wrong.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Candros for authorization to participate.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Tyrion Ark.
What's the word on the Tyrion Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Bye, Candros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
This is a nightmare.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
It's not right. It's not fair.
What's wrong?
Oh my, you're... So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have... There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, his name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
That's the console for our strike teams. Assault and extract. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
What situations should they handle?
Protecting civilian up. No news on the Tyrion Ark yet. Or is this militia business?
My team ran into...
They're called the Cat. I've seen how dangerous they are firsthand. They could take the Nexus apart. We usually... They don't talk to... No one knows. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
It's rough out there. I might need...
I have strike teams specializing in assault and... But that isn't news to you, right?
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
The Kandros family is open. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it. They penned us like...
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people...
Are the other Turians?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
Bye, Kandros.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete. Engineering.
Pathfinder,
Hyperion
no
power
time for our
off,
beer.
now at 100%.
I can bel-
Not just... We know Cat are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went?
There's a...
What a shit show. Pathfinder... Double... Ready? No stand up there. Too small for this.
Prize is also provided this evening.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we've found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
I thought I didn't measure up as Pathfinder. And when you disagree.
To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow.
An artificial energy club?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather. Everything depends on it. There are 6...
Okay, but you...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for...
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Just point me to my ship and I'll be out of...
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing art.
I was wondering about...
Ryder, please see me and Sam node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No. I'm fine.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
Yeah, looks fine so far.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine.
Stuff exploding like this? I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the... Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security...
Sounds like a lot went down before the...
Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one. That... No, I'm fine. And I don't know, it just blew up.
Find out why. Be careful.
Hello, I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of you and all... Look around.
Founder please select a topic. Viable planets We have few viable planets currently within range. Resource levels are considered at risk. The selection process saw, after discovering even at 7 worlds nicknamed habitats have the life-supporting environments, integration from the Hyperion is ongoing. Personnel are still restricted to operations. For initiative for colonial, for militia operations or Apex deployment, please see tier. You are Sarah Ryder. Based on current staffing need,
Seriously?
why not plan on which beautiful colony you'll vacation on while you wait? Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
Hello.
Yes?
You realize everyone can hear you?
This is Nexus Control to Hyperion. It's good to have you here.
What choice do we have? How the hell should I know?
Let's go over the docking check.
Spender, you have a job. If you want to keep it, do it.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion.
Hyperion.
All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
Oxygen in porous tissue, like Quiro's rockfish.
I still reckon they had breather gear still.
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
What fields do you study?
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better... Pathfinder Rider, if you will.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex. Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete. Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilk and Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilkan, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder one.
A Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
I'm not here to exile you. Told your wife I'd look into things.
At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
So when he was killed, people assumed you did it?
For good reason. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. Witness saw the chief's chest explode.
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
I'll check out the evidence. Maybe something doesn't add up.
It'd be nice to have someone with an open mind. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would get... Maybe there's still hope.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete. All personnel, be... Be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete. Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
Yes, I know the Hyperion docking unannounced caused some switches to blow. That's fine. I don't care. We know the problem is more widespread than we thought. We're working to... There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that... At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around. Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have it. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda. I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but then Addison's assistant, it was a mess. But I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
With your clan gone?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
What happened to Gian?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived.
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan...
Right. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only one in...
No wonder you're...
And it's not fair to blame it all on them. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new...
What about the Krogan here in it?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show during the trip to get here, Krogan Yeah. Our scientists say we've improved beyond all the statistics. It means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Nothing more for now.
My crew's working on it. We've moved the ops center to the top of our priority list. That's an entire sector showing green. Good job, you two.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
Ryder, you have my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of... Did you have some other business?
Sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them ours. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, they were killed instantly. Gian Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Kandros mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it...
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and we had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen. Nonsense. They posted to...
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted...
Why don't you like the Krogan?
My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
We've all left home in search of freedom. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
I'm happy to help. You will find our futures depend on each other's...
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion Coupling Annex. Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete. All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert. Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
We can start building a bank of vaccines once we get more biomaterial.
It's that scourge I'm wondering about. Damn it, call me radiation.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right, moving on. Docking clamps?
Fully active, isn't engaged.
Docking.
All right, what happened?
To who?
Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now,
I don't want to get into it. Things went wrong.
Not home. The milk. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get... Alec promised a lot. Prove me wrong.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex. Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete. All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert. area at once.
I've heard of hustles.
Good things, I hope.
Impossible things. It's about goddamn Hammond.
He made up for everything. Twice over.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert. Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions. Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
I'm certain, Professor.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert. Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete. Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex. Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Nexus Control, I'm getting some odd automated requests from the station systems. Some sort of redundant power relay checks. What's up with that?
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex. Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex. aware of any suspicious activity.
Zara Kellis?
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been... Here. I'll transfer the scans
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
The data Miss Callis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patel's. A third party seems likely.
Restricted access to SAM node has now been lifted.
The real saboteur could be setting you both up.
Because we both figured out something was going on? That would make sense. Wish I had access to the security cams.
I'll check out the security cams. Raj, you there?
Yes. How did it go? Is it really her?
Wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you. Ew. I figure someone's been messing with you both.
Engineering reports the drive system has been powered down. Non-essential areas will remain in standby mode.
Just keep a low profile and don't talk to anyone. I'm on it.
Docking area. At once.
This file is useless. Let's check another. And another scrambled file.
Coincidence seems unlikely.
Let's check another. This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Somebody working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were badly scrambled. but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work. Based on the limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
Got it.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete. Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power.
This person is not a match.
All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete. Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Biometrics do not match.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Hey there.
You okay? Those guys... And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence? Good... Sound...
All per...
Scan results show a partial positive. Target is most likely suspect.
Dale Atkins, right? We need to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
We know what you've been up... Proof says you've been up to no good.
You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
Whatever happened back then...
What do you know? The mutiny leaders were...
You could have hurt people.
Like those who got... I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
Not my call. The Nexus lead...
That lot make a decision.
docking procedures are now complete.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
I spoke with Nilken Rensis,
When the colony attacked, the mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark. It was despite his only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it. Look, as far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Bye, Kandros. Dude.
You and me both.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
The Nexus versus colonist Nilken, evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilken. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to...
No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Sarah Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man. Have you...
Yes.
I have... Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure... shock.
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It killed...
So the...
Canwood...
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Something I can help you with?
I'm looking into the Nilken...
And?
I want...
That. Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case. I will send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once. Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
This scourge. We know it is neither nebula nor H2 region. So what is its nature? It's right.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex. Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
I'll make it right, Dash. I promise.
Leg's feeling a little better.
Pathfinder, I'm Nigel McCoy. Just got out of cryo. Thank you. It's bittersweet, though. My little brother Dash was stationed on the Nexus.
His sacrifice.
Agreed. I have a pendant.
Of course.
Docking area at once. Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%. Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
Bye, Kandros. Dude.
You and me both.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once. Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete. are on hold.
I'll look at the growth
Please await
patterns.
further instructions.
Pathfinder, those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
What conservation?
Ah, if you...
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete. Tempest crew should report to the docking area.